What's up guys, it's Obliviouz Gamer here, and today I'm gonna give you guys my impressions regarding Kandagawa Jet Girls. Now again, this is impressions based on what have I played so far, so this is not per se a review, so keep that in mind. Now, Kandagawa Jet Girls is a game that recently came out in Japan. It's only available for now if you either import it or if you get it from the Japanese PlayStation Store, which is how I got my copy. Now, for those that don't know, the man behind Kandagawa Jet Girls is basically Kenichiro Takaki. He is known for basically being behind the Senran Kagura franchise, which we already know it's basically a game that gives a lot of fan service. I've had watched Senran Kagura gameplay. Personally, I've never played it. They never felt like they were any type of game that I would be interested in. But when I saw Kandagawa Jet Girls first, I was curious because how the gameplay was. It was basically, you get to pick two waifus. One would be like the jetter and the other is the shooter, and you'll be using a jet ski and you'll be racing around. I thought that was like neat. I mean, there hasn't been many per se games like this, so I was like, I'm very curious. And there's a lot of fan service already in this game. You can easily tell. And if you're after the fan service, I'm telling you, you're getting that. If you want fan service, this is a game for you. I can already definitely tell you that because of it, just how the characters design and everything that you can do. Now, when it comes to playing the game, I was really surprised. I thought it wasn't going to be very fun, but I'm having a blast with the game. I mean, there is a lot to take in. To give you guys some ideas, like there's different power-ups that you can get for your weapon for the person that's the shooter. Depending, there's like a rocket launcher, there's like a machine gun, there's like different weapons, and you will have the ability to either shoot it from the front, so like which is normal, just pressing square and it'll just shoot, or if you press down square, you yourself will be able to sort of aim and your jet ski will go into like this autopilot mode and you'll be able to shoot anyone who's near behind you. Already there, okay. Then at the same time, racing has also its sort of like interest complexity. Apart from the power-up weapons, you will also be able to choose as the race goes on. You're gonna have ramps, and with the ramps you'll be able to like strike poses or do like interesting there's not many options. There's only 4 options for your jet ski skills or acrobatics that you can do, as far as like I've seen. But depending on some of the characters, like I'm showcasing like the Senran Kagura one, and then I'm going to be showcasing the one that you have for the 2 main characters that you play. You can see there's already some variety there, at least with that. And at the same time, remember, when you're playing, you'll be able to pair them up differently. So I am wondering how each character, when they're paired differently, will work. Then at the same time, you have like has an arrow, a small arrow, and when you go between these green 2 bars, you immediately get like a boost in speed. So there's this bar that you can fill, especially like it feels quicker if you go through the purple circles, and you either have 2 options for that. You can use it as a boost whenever you want, or if you manage to charge it up to 100, it has like an ability that you can use. Then at the same time, you have like drifting, and when you drift, you can build like a boost meter, and then when you tap it again, immediately you release the boost. So there is some interesting stuff going on with like the gameplay. At the same time, also there's different jet skis. As you progress the story, you'll be able to unlock different girls that you can, like when you race, you can just pair them up differently, and there's a decent amount of customization. You can change a decent amount of things from the girls, ranging from clothes, accessories, hair color, eye color, skin color. So there's a lot that you can tweak on each of the girls if you want. Obviously, the customization is not Code Vein level, but it's still something that I was surprised that was there. And at the same time, there's a lot of accessories that you can unlock and put them to the girls. Also, you will be able to customize, as far as I've seen, your jet ski, the first one. Color, decals, not necessarily anything big, but still, it's something that is welcome. Also, apart from like the main game, like you'll be able to, the courses are really, I think the courses are interesting, and there's different versions of each courses, which I was surprised when I found out. Like, oh, there's like course A, course B, some even have like up to course C. So like it's a different like version, and at the same time, like some courses have like this red button that appears, and when you shoot at it, it opens like another door, and that other door has maybe like a boost or has something that can give you like an advantage if you've managed to open up the door and taking that direction instead of going to the normal one. The jet skis, sometimes they feel a little bit like you're driving like a brick sometimes due to the movement. It's not great, but it's not bad. Like, it's manageable. So you got story mode, obviously right now. And this, I always say caveat with any of the Japanese games that you buy. The story mode, obviously, full in Japanese. And if you don't understand Japanese, or even if maybe you can read it, or if you're willing to use like a Google Translate from your phone, which is not necessarily the best translator out there, if you're looking for like, oh, I want to know the story, then I don't think you should get the game, because you're definitely going to miss out. There's a lot of story quests that you do, and there's a lot of dialogue. I have like a first 25-minute gameplay, and it's literally like only 2 races, and like the rest is like dialogue. If you're after the story, or you're not willing to fight with the Google Translator or any translator that you use, or you can read Japanese, then I think you should wait this one. If you're after the story, because I think they would definitely bring this game to the West. However, if you're just after waifus, gameplay, there's a lot here. The tutorial is very digestible, even if you can't read Japanese. There's a lot of pictures that showcase a lot of the stuff that you're supposed to do, so you should be able to get the hang of it. You have races that you can do, like you can just set up your own races and set up the own CPUs and just who you want to pair up and who you want to play as. And then you can pick the course. There's also online. Depending on where you are, it might be viable. At the same time, it might not be, so just keep that in mind. There's also the customization, so if you want to customize your anime waifu however you want, you got that. And then there's also mini games, which I was surprised. There's 4 mini games. There's one that you're cleaning the jet ski. Then there's one where you're scrubbing the floor. Then there's one where you're like running a treadmill. And then there's one where like it's just like driving the jet ski with the 2 girls and doing like acrobatics and getting as much points as possible. I was surprised about the mini games. I was like, oh, this is actually really neat. You know, it's kind of like an extra thing. So far, like I said, I'm having fun with the game, just going with gameplay. I was really surprised with like the amount of fun. I was expecting just to be this like heavy fan service and gameplay wasn't going to be fun. But like I said, I was surprised. Now, like I said, if you're after the fan service, there's a lot here, so feel free. Also, for Senran Kagura fans, or people who are interested in this game and also like Senran Kagura, there is DLC available with the Senran Kagura characters. I'm going to showcase Mikaruga and Yumi, which is the ones that I got. There's 2 more sets coming out. Asuka and Yumi are sadly only available, as far as I'm aware, if you get like the premium edition or something like that, where that's how you will be able to get Yumi and Asuka immediately. So if you're a fan of those 2 girls, be ready to shell out this amount of money, unless, like I said, you're waiting for the Western release. Overall, guys, really surprised, really having fun. I think this is a game that, if you like the Senran Kagura fan, or you're a fan of Kenichiro Takaki, you like the fan service, or like you're like, oh, this is like a sort of like a jet ski racing game, this seems interesting, then I think you should definitely give it a try. Like, I think it has 2 thumbs up for me so far. I feel like I've played a decent amount, and like I've seen most of what the game has to offer, and I think it's a really decent package for what it is. So yeah, guys, you should definitely check this out if you can, like if you have Japanese account or you want to import it. Otherwise, I can say keep your eyes out for the Western release when they announce it, because I feel like they're gonna release it here in the West. There's no way it's not coming. It eventually at some point. But yeah, guys, this was just like a brief impressions of the game. This has been Obliviouz Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you all later.